Modulus. Modulus is the distance from 0. So we have roots of modulus. Roots of modulus. First one we have non-negative roots. Where we have absolute value of s is greater than 0. So if we have absolute value of 5, it's going to be what? 5. Absolute value of minus 5 is going to be 5 also, where the absolute value of s is greater than 0. So we have second rule, 0 rule, where we have absolute value of s is equal to 0. So it implies that s is what? Equal to 0. So if we have absolute value of 0, it's going to be what? 0. So we have 3. We have the symmetry rules. Symmetry rules. So if we have absolute value of minus s, is going to be what? Absolute value of what? S. For example, we have absolute value of minus 7 to the value of minus 7, it should be what? 7. We have the product rule. Product rule. So if we have absolute value of a and b, is going to be equal to absolute value of a, absolute value of b. So if we have minus 3 times 4, absolute value of minus 3 times 4 is going to be absolute value of minus 3, absolute value of 4. So we have 3 times 4, which is 12. We have quotient rules. Quotient rule. We have absolute value of a divided by absolute value of b. So absolute value of a divided by absolute value of b is going to be equal to absolute value of a divided by absolute value of b. So if we have in the equation, absolute value of minus 10 divided by 2. So it's going to be absolute value of minus 10 divided by absolute value of 2. So here we're going to have absolute value of minus 10 is 10, absolute value of 2 is 2, so we have 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we have the power boost. Power, we have absolute value of s raised to the power of n is equal to absolute value of s and outside. So if we have minus 2, absolute value of minus 2 raised to the power of 3 is going to be equal to absolute value of minus 2, and we have our 3 outside here. So here we have absolute value of minus 2 raised to the power of 3 is going to be equal to minus, we have what? Absolute value of minus 8, which is 8. You have triangular rule, triangular inequality. So if you have absolute value of a plus b is going to be less than equal to absolute value of a plus absolute value of b. So we have what? For example, we have 3 plus open bracket minus 5. So it's going to be equal to absolute value of minus 3, absolute value of 3 plus absolute value of minus 5. So here we have absolute value of 3 minus 5, which is what? Absolute value of minus 2, which is what? 2, which is removing modulus rules, very, very important. So if we have absolute value of s, this is what's equivalent to what absolute value of s about s minus s here. So s, if s is greater than equal to 0, so it's going to be minus s. Also if s is less than 0. So for the first one where s is greater than 0, so if I have a question like, for example, 5s is greater than 0, so it's going to be equal to absolute value of 5s, which is 5. But when we have s is less than 0, s less than 0, so it's going to be absolute value of 5s is going to be minus 5s.